Ever feel like debt is a mountain that you'll never be able to climb? Like you're throwing money into a black hole month after month and getting nowhere? You're not alone. That feeling of being trapped, overwhelmed, or just stuck with debt is something millions experience. But what if I told you there are proven effective strategies with real actionable plans that can help you just not tackle your debt, but absolutely crush it? Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my mission is to demystify personal finance, break down complex topics into simple ones, and empower you to take control over your money. And today, we're tackling one of the biggest financial challenges out there, debt. This isn't just another video telling you to budget more. We're going to dive into the most successful debt repayment strategies backed by research and both financial math and human psychology, the debt snowball and the debt avalanche. We'll explore who each method is best for, with complete, clear, easy to understand examples that you can follow along with. But we won't stop there. We'll also cover other powerful tools like debt consolidation and balance transfers, discussing their pros and cons and crucial safety nets you must have in place. My goal for you today is to leave with a clear roadmap, renewed motivation, and confidence to start your journey to being debt-free. So grab a pen and paper and maybe even pull up your own debt statements because we're about to change your financial future. Before we get into solutions, let's quickly touch on why debt feels so hard to get rid of. It's not just the numbers, it's psychology. Many people start with enthusiasm, make extra payments, but then they hit a wall. They don't see progress fast enough, they get discouraged, and they fall back on old habits. It's like trying to lose weight without seeing the scale move for months. It's demotivating. This is where understanding behavioral economics comes in. Studies have shown that our brains crave progress and quick wins. Without them, even the most logical plan can crumble. The insight is precisely why both snowball and avalanche methods, despite their differences, are so effective when applied consistently. One leverages psychology and the other one is just pure math. This is where understanding behavioral economics comes in. Studies have shown that our brains crave progress and quick wins. Without them, even the most logical plan can crumble. This insight is precisely why the snowball method and the avalanche methods, despite their differences, are so effective when applied consistently. One leverages psychology and the other one is just pure math. Let's kick things off with the strategy that has the highest completion rate by most people. It's the debt snowball. The debt snowball method, popularized by financial expert Dave Ramsey, is all about psychological momentum. And here's how it works. List all your debts from smallest balance to the largest balance, regardless of interest rates. Pay the minimum payment on all debt except for the smallest one. Throw every single extra dollar you have at the smallest debt. Once the smallest debt is paid off, you take the money you are paying on it. It's the minimum payment plus your extra payment and add it to the minimum payment of your next smallest debt. You repeat this process, rolling the payments from the previous debt into the next one, creating a powerful snowball effect. Now, from a purely mathematical standpoint, this isn't the most efficient way to pay off debt. You might pay more interest overall, but here's the crucial part. Research consistently shows it works better for many people because it shows quick wins. A landmark study from the Kellogg School of Management in 2012 analyzed over 5,000 consumers and found that people who focused on eliminating small balances first were significantly more likely to eliminate their total debt. Why? That's because the act of closing an account, seeing that balance at zero, provides a huge boost of motivation. It's like clearing a small obstacle on your way to the top of the mountain. It fuels you for a bigger climb. Let's walk through an example and imagine our friend Sarah has these debts. Taking a look at Sarah's debt, she has a medical bill, a store credit card, a credit card A, and a car loan. Each has a balance and each has a minimum payment. Sarah looks at her budget and she finds she can free up an extra $300 per month to put towards her debt. With the debt snowball, Sarah's priority list from smallest balance to largest is medical bill, store credit card A, and then the car loan. Sarah's first step is to tackle her medical bill. Sarah pays the minimum on store credit card, which is $30, credit card A, which is $150, and car loan, which is $250. She pays the $50 minimum on her medical bill plus the extra $300. Total payment to the medical bill is $350. The medical bill is $500, so after 1 month, she has $150 left on it. She pays the remaining $150 the next month, plus her extra $300, and the medical bill is gone. Think about how good that feels. In just 2 months, she completely eliminated one debt. That's a huge psychological win. Her second step is to tackle the store credit card. Now that the medical bill is paid off, Sarah takes the $50 minimum payment she used to pay on it and adds it to her extra $300. That's an extra $350 that rolls into her next smallest debt, the store credit card. She continues paying minimums on credit card A and the car loan. On the store credit card, a $1,000 balance, she now owes its minimum of $30 plus the $350 snowball. Total payment to the store credit card is $380. With $380 going towards a $1,000 balance, the store credit card will be paid off in about 3 months. See how that builds? That $50 minimum from the medical bill didn't just disappear, it gained power. It joined the extra $300 and helped obliterate the store card. Now, Sarah has $30, which is the old minimum, plus $50, which is the previous minimum, plus an extra $300. That's a total of $380 to throw at her next debt. The momentum is incredibly powerful. The snowball keeps you motivated until you're debt-free. Now let's talk about the mathematically superior method, the debt avalanche. This is for those of you who want to save the most on interest, even if it takes a bit longer to see that first debt disappear. The debt avalanche prioritizes interest rates, and here's the plan. List all your debts from the highest interest rate, APR, to the lowest interest rate. The balance doesn't matter here. Pay the minimum payment on all debts except for the one with the highest interest rate. Throw every single extra dollar you have at the highest interest debt. Once the highest interest rate debt is paid off, you take the money you're paying on it, it's the minimum payment plus your extra payment, and apply it to the minimum payment of your next highest rate debt. You continue this until all your debts are gone. The advantage here is pure financial efficiency. By attacking the most expensive debt first, you reduce the total amount of interest you pay over the life of your debt. While less research directly addresses its completion rate compared to the snowball, financial models consistently show the avalanche method saves the most money. For some, the satisfaction of knowing they are being as efficient as possible is enough motivation. Let's go back to Sarah's debt, but this time we'll organize them by interest rate. And remember, she still has an extra $300 per month. Taking a look at Sarah's debt again, we're looking at her store credit card A, her car loan, and her medical bill. This time, they are organized according to their interest rate and its highest to lowest interest rate. Sarah's first step is to tackle her store credit card. Sarah pays the minimum on credit card A, which is $150, her car loan, which is $250, and the medical bill of $50. She pays the $30 minimum on the store credit card plus her extra $300. Total payment to the store credit card is $330. With $330 going towards a $1,000 balance, the store credit card will be paid off in about 3 months. Notice how it takes roughly the same amount of time to pay off the first debt here compared to the snowball example, where she paid the medical bill in 2 months. This is where the psychological difference lies. While she's saving more money on interest by tackling the 29.9% interest credit card, the first win isn't quite as immediate as the medical bill of $500. Once the store credit card is paid off, Sarah takes the extra $30 minimum payment she used to pay on it and adds it to the extra $300. That's $330 that now rolls into her next highest debt, which is credit card A. She continues paying minimums on the car loan and the medical bill. On credit card A, which is a $5,000 balance, she now pays its minimum of $150 plus $330 snowball. Total payment to credit card A is $480. At this rate, credit card A will be gone in about 11 months. The power here is that you're systematically dismantling the most expensive parts of your debt first. Over the entire debt journey, the Avalanche method will save Sarah hundreds, potentially even thousands of dollars in interest compared to the Snowball method. Which method is best for you, the Snowball or the Avalanche? The truth is, the best method is the one that you actually stick with. Choose the Debt Snowball if you need quick wins to stay motivated. You feel overwhelmed by your total debt and need to see concrete progress. You have several small debts that you can eliminate quickly. Choose the Debt Avalanche if you're highly disciplined and motivated by numbers. You want to save the absolute maximum amount of money on interest, and you can delay gratification for a bigger financial reward. Most people even start with a modified Snowball to get some initial wins, then they transition to an Avalanche once they feel confident and motivated. Don't feel like you have to just pick one and stick to it forever. The most important thing is to start and stay consistent. Beyond the Avalanche and the Snowball, there are other powerful tools that can accelerate your debt repayment, but they come with specific caveats. These are debt consolidation and balance transfer loans. A debt consolidation loan involves taking out a new, larger loan to pay off several small debts. The goal is to usually get a lower interest rate and simplify your payments into a single monthly bill. The pros: lower interest rate. If you have high interest rate credit card debt, a consolidation loan can offer a significantly lower interest rate, which saves you money. Simpler payments. One monthly payment is easier to manage than many. Fixed payment schedule. You know exactly when your debt will be paid off. Taking a look at a couple cons and a safety net. It requires good credit. To get the best rates, you generally need a good credit score. Watch out for fees. Some consolidation loans come with origination fees. The huge risk is new debt. The biggest danger is paying off your old credit cards with the consolidation loan and then running up new balances on those now empty credit cards. This is how many people end up with even more debt. The safety net here is to cut up those owed cards or to freeze them. You must address the spending habits that led to the debt in the first place. This is not a magic bullet. It just rearranges your debt, but it doesn't eliminate it. The next method we're going to cover is a balance transfer to another credit card. A balance transfer allows you to move debt from one or more higher interest rate credit cards to a new credit card, often with an introductory 0% APR for a promotional period, such as 12 months or 21 months. The pros here is if you get 0% interest, this is huge. Every dollar you pay goes directly to the principal during the promotional period, not to interest. This can save you a lot of money and speed up the repayment. This gives you time to pay down your debt. It gives you a window to make serious progress without interest accruing. Going over a couple cons and a potential safety net. Balance transfer fees. Most credit cards charge a fee, typically of 3 to 5% of the transferred amount. You need to calculate if the savings from 0% interest outweighs the fee. The promotional period expires. Once the 0% interest introductory period expires, the interest rate jumps significantly, often to a very high rate. If you haven't paid off the balance, you could be in a worse position than before. This has an impact on your credit score. Applying for a new card can temporarily ding your score. The huge risk is new debt again. Just like with consolidation loans, the temptation to use the old card, empty card, or even the new card after the intro period is very strong. Here's the safety net. Have a clear path to pay off the transferred balance before the 0% period ends. Again, address the root cause of your spending and do not use the old card. You also need a decent credit score to qualify for these cards. No matter which strategy you choose, these tools are only effective if you have a solid foundation, a rock solid budget. You absolutely must know where every dollar is going. This is how you find that extra money to fuel your Snowball or your Avalanche. A small emergency fund. Before aggressively attacking debt, try to have a small emergency fund, maybe $500 to $1,000. This acts as a safety net to prevent you from going back into debt for unexpected expenses, like a car repair or a medical copay. Without it, one small hiccup can derail your entire plan. Getting out of debt isn't always easy, but it's worth it. Imagine the freedom, the peace of mind, and the financial power you'll have when those monthly payments are gone. You'll be able to save, invest, and build the life you truly want. Take that first step today. List your debts. Choose a method. Snowball if you need momentum. Avalanche if you're a numbers person. Set up a budget and commit to the process. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more financial tips and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. What's your biggest takeaway from today's video, and what's the first step you're going to take to your debt-free journey? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.